Alright, so pretty much this is what my screen looks like now. It's not gonna look like this over the summer because I'll have 3 monitors. The one monitor is going to have this on it. This I just updated this today. I have the SPY on a 5-day, 5-minute, and a SPY on the 20-day, 1-hour. I have the Aussie dollar and the Japanese yen just because those two I found are the best that kind of correlate with the price action of crude. And those are both on the 2-minute. And then the other two that I have over here is the dollar futures and the euro futures. Both of those are on the 5-minute. And I'm using the same strategy for the 2-minute that I am with oil with the 510 SMA. And with the dollar and the euro, I'm using the 34 EMA SMI 3/8 strategy. But that's going to be on the one monitor. The other monitor is going to be the daily chart, which is this, which looks like a bomb went off. But this is really I'm only using this right now. But if I were to take this off, I'll normally have a fib on it and then take all the other drawings off. But I don't want to double fib on this, so I'm not going to. But I will have an RSI 14. I'll have it at a 5-year daily chart, and I'll have the 5, 10, 20, 50, 100, and 200 day simple moving averages on this thing. Let me put the charts back up. And then on this screen, I'll zoom out on all these. On this, I have the 2-minute on top left with the time and sales, all sizes. I have the 233 tick on the top right. Both of those are using the 510 SMA. On the bottom left, I have the 5-day, 5-minute chart. That's using the 34 EMA SMI 3/8 strategy, and that's also doing the time and sales with contracts greater than 5 or 5 or greater. And then over here is the hour chart, and that's pretty much run with the SMI 3/8 and the 34 EMA strategy that I used. For the most part, on this chart, I'll always have, on these 3 charts, I'll always have low of the day, high of the day. On this chart, I'll take that off. Right now, I'm only looking at the hourly. What I'm looking at right now are a bunch of different things. Because crude is acting very awkwardly right now, it's very interesting to watch. I'm actually probably going to take a contract here just because although we broke down here, I'm going to wait until this gets into the 70 range to wait for this to pop. But it's actually going, I might take the night off, to be completely honest with you, just because crude is really acting up. Very interesting. I might want to see if this breaks either way. But this is tightening. You know, I mentioned this in my video at like 6. I think I put it out 6 or 7 o'clock. I can't remember. Probably closer to 7. And what I did was I uploaded the video, and the video pretty much just talked about that that ascending wedge that we were looking at on the 60-minute. And how the 34 EMA is acting as a pivot. I want to see if we can get a snap back up and kind of hold this. 82.20 held as a really interesting price support today, and I'm going to want to watch if that holds. I'm also going to want to see if the SMI crosses to the upside, kind of like the MACD does, and holds this ascending trend line. But I want to see this cross almost every time for confirmation. We just got a big move, by the way. Almost every time for confirmation, I want to see this overnight. But I use the 5-minute and the 2-minute predominantly as my most important charts. These are kind of confirmation. A lot of what I have on, let me load it up. A lot of what I have on the guide, besides the rules itself, it pretty much outlines everything. The setups, it goes through everything. So the guide is pretty much gold. I think I'm going to update that this weekend with some of the acronyms that I use on Twitter to let people know my trades and whatnot. But over here is infinity. I'll have this on the one monitor. I'll see if I can run 4 monitors, but I think I'm only going to need 3, so we'll see what we do. But yeah, man, this is it. This is the setup, and I'll just shoot it over to you then.